Transforming Zimbabwe's dairy value chain. TranZDVC Impact Stories.
Setting up a dairy enterprise is capital intensive. One has to think about putting up the infrastructure, buying equipment, and getting the heifers. And this has discouraged many people to get into dairy farming. The EU-funded TranZDVC project came up with matching grants, which has assisted farmers like Mr. Gwede to expand their dairy business. I'm here sitting with the 2018-2019 Small Scale Dairy Farmer of the Year, Mr. Gwede. Thank you so much for your time. Could you please kindly tell us more about yourself?
Adiva, thank you. We welcome you to our farm here, Farm 29 in Chitomborwizi, which is Ward 10. Yes, here we do a lot of agriculture activities, which is we do crops. We grow maize, especially for feeding our animals, and some, of course, we do take it to the GMB. We do keep animals, which is mombes. We have got dairy mombes, and we have got beef mombes. We started this project around 2016, and we've been moving slowly. It's not an easy road. It's a very difficult business, but I tell you what, we are very grateful and we're very thankful for what so far transpired, and we are willing to go on.
Could you also tell us what you benefited from the Transforming Zimbabwe's Dairy Value Chain for the Future project?
You know, that was a marvelous intervention. TranZDVC came at the right time when we were facing a lot of hardships in trying to get our projects working. The dairy project in the area of Chitomborwizi is not only found on this farm. We are a group of farmers which are within an umbrella body which is called Chitomborwizi Network. We've got quite a number of farmers who are doing dairy, and some have benefited from the program that you are mentioning here, the TranZDVC. And we've been facing a lot of challenges, especially in the dairy sector. It's a capital intensive program, which you find as smallholder farmers, we might not have the muscle, we might not have the capability to sustain and fund this. But the coming in of TranZDVC brought the transformation, which you just mentioned. When this program came on board, I tell you what, we were among the first beneficiaries to get a bore drilled on the farm. We've got an 80-meter bore which came in with a tank and a tank stand, and as well as a solar-powered system, so that our water is just pumped from the bore into the tanks and our animals feed.
Now they've got clean water.
They're drinking clean water. In trying to cut the cost for our feeds, I then applied for a slasher, which is used to cut hay. Hay is one component which is very handful for our animals. It provides roughage, and especially if you cut it whilst the grass is still got the nutrients, it's very healthy for animals. So I applied for a slasher, and I got a slasher, and this slasher we use it to cut hay. This season we did cut over 1,500 bales with it in conjunction with other farmers that we collaborated with, who has got other machines, he's got a baler. So we combined our efforts, and it was really quite helpful for us. The third is everyone who is in the dairy business will tell you this was a milestone. A dairy mombe is very expensive. When you have to start dairy, the value that is placed in a dairy cow or dairy heifer is beyond the reach of many people. And TranZDVC transformed our dairy business by bringing in calf heifers. It was an early Christmas for us that we got this year. I received the 2 in-calf heifers through the EU program. All of the 2 animals that we got, they're doing an average of 15 at the moment. At times it does move to 16 liters per day. But since they are first calvers, we are very happy. They're giving us a lot of hope that they're going to give us a lot of milk. The way forward is to see that the herd that I currently have multiplies by using artificial insemination. One thing that I not mentioned, I benefited also on the sex semen program through TranZDVC. I got 20 straws of sex semen. So these 20 straws, I want to put them onto my animals or my cows, so that I know when I use AI and get 20 cows pregnant with heifers, that means my breed is going to really grow. And that's the way that I'm saying, being in a position to grow the herd by producing more heifers. That will make us have a brighter future.
I would say that best wishes in that, and I know I'm positive that you will definitely achieve your goals in the dairy sector. So best wishes.
Thank you so much, Adi.
We are here at Mr. Gwede's farm, and we are happy with what we have seen. We've seen the success story, which is evident from the production which is carrying out here. Where Mr. Gwede is a smallholder dairy farmer, and is demonstrated potential to grow into a medium-scale dairy farmer. And this is what we, as a project, we are aiming at, graduating smallholder farmers into the next level, and then also graduating the medium-scale farmers into the next level, which we would want to happen to all the farmers. And we are very grateful to TranZDVC, which has come in through the support for productive assets, as well as the animals, the heifers, which will assist in increasing production. We are happy, and we would want the sector to continue to work together and to increase milk production in a sustainable way.
Transforming Zimbabwe's dairy value chain. TranZDVC Impact Stories.